What's up, YouTube? This is like now my third video. And so my first one was just an overall collection of every figure I had. So if you want to know what I got, go check that out. If you want to, see my collection, go check that one out. And then my second video was my top 10 villains figures. And the way my setup is right now, I have drawers full of figures, and the very bottom one is villains. And the next one is my Avengers drawer. So in this drawer, I'm going to be going over my personal, these are only figures I own. So again, if you're wondering why a certain figure's not on here, maybe it's because I don't have it. And if I do have it, then maybe mine just has a default or defect or something with it. So yeah, I guess let's get into this list. I think, do I have, I just see. Okay, so I got 10, yeah. Oh, yep. So I got 10 figures here, and I'll be going, I'll be going in order. Coming in at number 10, we got the new Doctor Strange from No Way Home. I do have his cape and the Eye of Agamotto. They're in drawers right now, or separate bins. The reason this guy made it up here is he looks a lot like Benedict Cumberbatch. And he's got pretty good articulation for what he is, even though he's restricted a lot by this down here. I do really like this figure. It's a really nice figure. It's my only Doctor Strange. Well, no, it's my only movie Doctor Strange, and I'm not disappointed about it. Alright, now this was a pretty hard list to make, to be honest with you. Now coming in at number 9, I got Odin. Again, I have all these figures accessories. They're just not on them. And either headed, this figure just looks great. And they gave him this new type of cloth. It's really bendable. It's really movable, and it's like super nice. I would prefer still cloth with wires in it for just display options and stuff, but works nice. The reason this guy's up so high is because of the cape. Really good head sculpt. The other one kind of sucks. It's like weird looking. Good. And then the reason it's not higher is articulation. He's cut off a little bit by this, and the cape again, even though it's a lot better than it has been before. But he comes with phenomenal accessories, and it's tempting to move him up, but who I have ahead of him, I just feel deserve a spot. But I'd say he's interchangeable with this next figure, which is this movie Scarlet Witch, or not movie, Disney Plus. The articulation isn't great on this figure. I'd probably swap them. I'd put Odin here and her one back, but the reason she's on here is that looks so much like Elizabeth Olsen. It is just, he's kind of like flipping you off. Like, look at that. Her fingers are a little crooked, but that's just how they come out. But yeah, this figure, her articulation, like I said, isn't perfect, but it's such a nice looking figure. It looks so clean, and it looks just so good, and it looks great. Next up, this figure, actually, no, we'll go with this guy next. This guy right here is a big boy, a little bit shorter than Surtur. Still pretty big, and that is Giant Man from the Marvel movies. He's really nice, pretty good articulation. The reason he's here is because this guy's just a big dude. He's a big guy. Big Build-A-Figure. This is not the Build-A-Figure version. This is like the separate little release version. I got mine for 20 bucks. That's kind of a steal that is a steal in my opinion, because this guy was selling for around 40, I believe, before it got re-released. And yeah, next up here we got the Civil War Black Panther. He's missing 2 fingers on mine, but without that, in my opinion, this is just a really nice figure. I don't have any other Black Panthers. This is my only one. And I'm happy to have this guy. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. That's so sad. But excited for what they'll do in the new movies. Bringing his son in and stuff like that. This guy's a little looser now because I've had him for a while. But when I first got him, I could not stop playing with this guy. Just putting him in super cool poses. And I'm excited to finally get my shelf space up for a display. Just for all my figures in general, especially the ones on this list and all my other lists that are going to be coming out. Our next one that we will be doing is my top 10 X-Men figures, or just mutants. And then next up we got the Iron Spider. This is the 2-pack one. Mine doesn't have the legs on it right now, but that's just because this guy could honestly be the #1 figure if he came with fucking punching hands. But no, he only comes with these dumbass hands. Makes me mad, honestly. Because there's no other hands that fit on there that'll work for the Iron Spider. Every other hand has like a slight hint of black or something in it. But yeah, this guy is really nice. It's a pretty rare figure now. I saw a listing on Mercari earlier for 110 bucks for just him with no arms or anything. So glad I got it when I did. I did pay more than I would like to for a 2-pack. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And next up, speaking of 2-packs, we got one of my more highly aftered figures of the year, and that's this Iron Man. Now this thing got run over by a car. Doesn't actually really look like it, but I bought a replacement. It wasn't really a full replacement. It was just another one that was broken. It was the foot was missing on the other one, and there was no head or hands, and my hands and the head are fine. So I'm just gonna do a swap and pop this ankle on there. I think it's this one, right? Yep. And you can see this one is clean, and there's like, oh no, it's this one, because remember, it's not the one with the smudge. There's a little bit right there, but that could probably come off with some tough scrubbing. But yeah. Poor guy fell out of my pocket onto the street. But yeah, he still made the top 4. Of course, this is... Ooh, my camera kind of swayed over. Of course, he made it the list, speaking as if he didn't get run over. Next up, this is a tough... Actually, no. Sorry, spoiled number 2. Number 3 is Quicksilver. This guy just looks so much like him, and the articulation is so nice. I actually lost his hand over like that. It fell into my friend's car's engine while we were hunting, because I'm a person who I have to open my car and my toy in the car. And if you don't, I don't understand. You can't even call yourself a collector if you don't do that. Yeah, this guy, he just got really good articulation, really nice sculpt, and he feels great to pose around with. So that's kind of why he made my list. And his accessories were off the wall. He came with 2 sets of hands. Of course, I lost mine, but that's on me. That's not on the Hasbro. And then the Ultron parts. Love the Ultron parts. Still, though, would have maybe preferred a little bit more. But, I mean, for what Hasbro gives us for accessories, this is an A-tier figure. Alright, we're down to my top 2. Coming in at number 2, we got the Deluxe War Machine. Also, I have to give an honorable mention to Hulkbuster. That thing is sick. But, yeah. This War Machine is perfect. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with this figure. There's not a flaw, nothing. His accessories are great. I love this guy. Maybe the feet look a little weird sometimes, and like some of the accessories didn't end up working, but like the figure itself is just it's so nice. The articulation is good. I can get him into every pose I would want my War Machine to be in. And I can even get him into like some Spider-Man type poses, like crawling at night, spying on you, you know. I mean, I don't know why a War Machine will be doing this pose, but he can do it, and so I love this guy. I don't really see many flaws with him, and if you don't like this guy, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you, because that is just such a good figure. And this next figure right here, this is the number 1. But first, before I show my number 1, I didn't really do this with my other top 10, but I just wanted to give some honorable mentions. So my first honorable mention is White Vision. It's an alright figure. I don't really like the paint though. Like I just call it the cum color. Next up, this guy probably would have made the list if he came with some extra accessories, but he came with literally nothing but this. That's all he comes with. And last honorable mention, Heimdall. Not great articulation, but really nice looking figure. Oh, I just realized I gotta get... Alright, this is for real the last... Nope. I got one more. Oh, goddamn. Alright. These 2 guys right here. These 2 guys have to be honorable mentions. Both really nice, but just didn't make it. Just didn't quite make it. I'm just making sure that there's no other figures I kind of want to give it. I guess Beta Ray Bill. That's a really nice figure that I'm actually kind of now regretting not putting in my top 10, but you live and you learn. My number 1, as you can see here, is Falcon. Now, it shouldn't really count because he's a Build-A-Figure, but I'm just going to count it. This thing is so awesome. This is just a super nice figure. Again, there's not many problems with it, really. It looks just like he did in the movie, and there's the wings, they work just fine. So it's like, I don't know what else to say other than I love this figure. So yeah, that's all I have to say. You know, feel free to comment down below your top 10 figures that you own, and maybe I'll go check out your channel, you know. I'm down to become YouTube friends, you know. bring my subscriber up, bring yours up. You know, mutual agreement. Alright, now for real anyway, sorry about my dog barking right now. But yeah, that's basically it. So if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, maybe share if you feel the need to for some whatever reason. Also, like I said, comment down below your own top 10. Maybe I'll check out your channel, you know, see your stuff. I'm trying to grow this channel, so yeah. And with that being said, I don't think there's anything else really I need to say here. So yeah, your boy Mike and